All right, good morning. So I've had another lazy morning. Just been lying in, relaxing, but I got to get moving now because it's almost 9 a.m. Really got to get moving and actually get some miles in today. Otherwise, I'll never make it to the next town. So today I'm going to try and do definitely at least 20 miles. I think yesterday I did less than 15. I'm not sure how many. Um, but it was a very lazy day. But it was nice. I do feel like I needed some relaxation time. I didn't take a zero in town, which a lot of people would do, so I think it was nice to just do some shorter days. But today I want to do a lot of miles. I know that in order to do like 23 or 24 miles, it's actually going to be like 6,000 feet of elevation. So that's a lot of elevation gain. So we'll see how it goes. But there's definitely going to be a lot of uphill today. And the uphill at this altitude is pretty tough. But I'm going to try and just keep moving all day and not break for too long unless I see a really nice spot, which I probably will. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, got to get moving now. I was also looking at the maps and there's a marker named Knife Edge. And I've heard that the knife edge is the sketchy part for this stretch in terms of snow traversing. But I feel like the people that said that were here at least like 4 or 5 days ago, so I'm thinking by now it's probably melted out quite a bit. But we'll see. It's been pretty warm temperatures and sunny every day, so I think it won't be too bad. But I'll definitely be doing that knife edge today, so I think it's some kind of ridge, but maybe you're not properly on the knife edge of the ridge, you're just kind of off to the side and there's a lot of snow, but we'll see how it goes. That's going to be about 14 miles from here, so I've still got probably like at least 5 hours till I get there, but we'll see. So I just wanted to mention, I don't think I've said this before, but I am pretty active on Instagram. So if you use Instagram, feel free to follow me if you want. I'll put the link in the description box of this video. But basically, these YouTube videos are always about a 2 week delay after when it actually happened. It's, yeah, every video comes out 14 days after I actually film it. That way I just have time to, edit and upload the videos. But yeah, I'm much more active on Instagram. So on Instagram, I post every time I reach a town. So if you're curious, like what my whereabouts is, or like, how I'm doing, more like up to date and more, closer to real time, then if you go on Instagram, you'll see I post a lot of good photos, I think, as well. I usually post like every time I get to town, I post like a collection of like the 10 best photos from the last stretch. So yeah, feel free to check that out. The link is in the description box, but only if you use Instagram, of course. But yeah. So it looks like I'm about to get hit with some rain. Probably have to put the camera away because it looks like this rain is going to hit me pretty soon. Probably won't last long though. Looks like it's just kind of like one rain cloud and it'll just kind of pass through, but we'll see. Got some nice blue sky over there, but if you look the direction that I'm walking, it doesn't look so great. Definitely looks like it's raining up ahead. Alright, so it's getting dark now and I've actually just pitched my tarp. I know you can barely see my face, but basically I didn't film that much after it started raining. So, it started raining but like barely, just like sprinkling a little bit, just a little bit of a drizzle. But it kept going like on and off, so I couldn't really take the camera out. I just want to be cautious with the camera. And like if it suddenly starts pouring rain, it'd just be really annoying. So basically kept the camera away for a while, and I did the sketchy part, the like somewhat dangerous part today. It was like labeled the knife edge. It wasn't really a knife edge. Normally a knife edge is when you're right on the top of a ridge and there's like a drop on each side, but it was actually more like traversing one side of this ridge, basically. Like you're traversing the slope, and there are a few like snowy patches that you had to traverse, and it was kind of cold because it was windy and it was raining. It wasn't really raining, it was just like drizzling a bit, but with the wind it was kind of cold, and there were these patches of snow, and it was actually kind of dangerous. I kind of wish I had done the same thing that I did last time a few days ago, and I wish I had gone down into the valley and just followed the valley and then gone back up to the trail, because it was quite difficult. Basically, there were only small patches of snow, but basically if you slipped on that snow, on that snow, you'd be going like really far and really fast downhill, like a really steep downhill, which leads to rocks basically. So you can't slip on that unless you have an ice axe. You just really can't slip on that snow. So sometimes because of the snow, I was basically just going down a bit, trying to get around the snow or going into a safer area. And at one point I traversed like a kind of a scree, well, it was more just like a rocky slope, and suddenly I felt the rocks were giving way, and it was steep, and suddenly all the rocks just started moving, and I like ran across. It was only a very small stretch, but I ran across, and I looked back and it was basically like a landslide pretty much. I was like at the top of the landslide, so it wasn't like I was going to get hit by something. I basically caused it by going over this loose rock. But it was definitely a bit sketchy, a bit dangerous. So yeah, wasn't the greatest. Especially, it was annoying I couldn't like show any of it on camera, because there were also some really nice views. Good view of this like lake and this big these big cliffs all around the lake and all that, but I don't know, it was windy and rainy on and off for a while, so didn't film much. But yeah, it was definitely a little bit dangerous today, but I was very slow and cautious, and it was a very short stretch, which was dangerous. Most of the day was really easy and fine. And I think that's the last of the dangerous stuff. So I think I'm in the clear now, basically, in terms of like snow and that type of stuff. Um, so yeah, it wasn't too bad. I felt pretty confident. I was very cautious on the snow. I was like really digging my feet in deep, like kicking holes basically, just kicking into the snow until I had like a good foothold to make sure that it wouldn't go loose. So yeah, it was pretty good. And I felt good today. I felt like I had a lot of energy, feeling strong. I don't know how many miles I did. I haven't really checked. Probably like low 20s, maybe mid 20s, like miles, but not really sure. I didn't get quite as far as I like aimed for, but that's partly because I got up pretty late. So I'm gonna try and get up earlier tomorrow, and yeah, feeling good. So I was moving pretty quick even on the uphill. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna show you the tarp setup right now because it's too dark, but yeah, I got the tarp set up. I'm gonna eat some mashed potatoes, probably some tuna, and I have some cheese as well. It's Gruyere, I think, or yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, gonna have some food and then go to bed. So I'll show you the tarp setup in the morning. All right, see you guys tomorrow.